A calculator, it's very hard to understand how we will deal with 1,000 women. Which that I can imagine, 1,000 mother-in-laws is the problem. But anyway, he realized that he has to isolate some of them. All right, and King Solomon, the one that God gave him the right to build up the temple, for God's sake, in a way, you're giving that right. On the other hand, you're getting married with a lot of pagan women that are praying for their own pagan gods right across the street from where the holiest place of all is in Jerusalem. And that's what King Solomon could be. I'm only saying theoretically, could be that that's what he thought, that I better isolate myself. I better go away from Jerusalem as well, because in Jerusalem I'm getting in the people's nerves. I mean, I'm building up the temple, and on the other hand, I'm fooling around. And that's when he left, and he built up 3 cities, which is Gezer, very close by the airport, by the way, Megiddo, and Hatzor. The funniest thing about them is that all 3 are the same. If you just study archaeology one day and you go to one of the cities mentioned in the Bible by King Solomon, and you know that it was built by the people of King Solomon, obviously it's like Herod, he never did anything, but the workers did it, you will find exactly the same thing, exactly the same structures, etc., etc. So what happened here? King Solomon, historically, as you know, was one of the first breeder of horses. And he understood that because of the topography of Jerusalem it would be impossible. But the topography right here is amazing. I mean, the Valley of Jezreel, what a better place to have horses, which, by the way, later on I will connect it with a totally different story, but what happened when you have horses and chariots in the Valley of Jezreel. So Solomon comes here, built up the city of Megiddo, which is amazing because he built up stables all over. You see, these are all stables. Okay, over there, those we're going to see, but without the rooftop, obviously. And our sequence will be the following. We're going to go up here, and I'm going to show you these stairs, which is amazing, because those stairs are from the time, if this works, from the time of King Solomon. All right? Wow. Right here. Right here. And that's why exactly we are not going to climb them, because, you know, we don't want to people touching them too much because of the importance of it. From here, we're going to pass this road right in here, which is, and here I know that you will say, but how come? That street over there is from the time of Abraham. So it's Canaanite, which means it's about 400 years before these stairs. How come? If this is newer than this, why this is lower? You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay? Because the tell was formed as the one you see today only at the time of Ahab. So it's longer after Abraham's time. It doesn't mean that everything was in one layer at the same time at all times. Okay? Things used to change according to the size of the city. So this is a Canaanite city, and we're going to walk on the same pavement, which is unbelievable. I've been saying it for thousands of times, and always I think, my God, you know, I'm walking on a street that is from the time of Abraham.
Wow, yes.
Okay, I mean, where else can you do that? All right? So from there we're going to go into a fortress, and then I'm going to go up. So now we're coming to archaeology. By 1902, comes a very important German archaeologist by the name of Schumacher. You heard it on the video, most probably. And he was an amazing archaeologist, the father of archaeology, probably, all right? And he understood very well that in order to dig a tale, you have to make very, very emotional decisions. Why emotional? Because in order to find the second layer, you're following me? Let's say that it's 25 layers. If I want to find the layer number 24, what do I have to do? Take down the 25th.
Right.
And then take down the 24th. So that's it. That's the end of the story for those layers. Correct? So now we're playing with a kind of gambling. Because now he has to make a decision where to start digging, that he will be able to dig on stairs. So he will leave a portion of every single period of time for you to be able to see. Because he understood that this is not an onion. I mean, I cannot build one layer and the other layer and the other layer. It's true, you're going to find everything, but nothing will remain.
Right.
Okay, so here he was very smart. What he did here, he realized that there was enough stables. So stables, you know, how many can we see? So he took that part out, okay, and that's when he started digging. On the second layer that he was digging, you don't move, I'm going to move. On the second layer where he was digging, right away he found out an amazing place because this round circle afterwards, when you come around here, you will be able to see it. Although we're going to see it for real, he found out a place for sacrifice. Oh. And when we talk about sacrifice, the end of sacrifice with Abraham trying to sacrifice his son, remember? Yeah. But sacrificing a firstborn kid was a kind of a usual thing in the old days. It's true that sometimes we would like to do the same, but you know, in the old days, with Abraham, that was the end of the sacrificing. From now on, sacrifice the ram. Okay? And from that moment on, we sacrifice the ram at the temple until the destruction of the temple. And that's it. That's why we don't sacrifice any more animals. So to find that place, can you imagine if when that site was found, we would have had DNA to trace things?
Wow.
Okay? We find very sharp knives that they are exhibited at the Israel Museum. Can you imagine those knives could have been the ones who killed the children?
Wow.
Okay, stones, very sharp stones and long enough to realize that those are not for hunting. But for hunting, you're using the minimum. But what is amazing here, that all the way down, we do find a cave that is from 35,000 years ago. So what is called, literally, prehistory, the first ever town inhabited in Megiddo is from 35,000 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's the area of the Pithecanthropus. I mean, you know, we are divided in three, okay, of creation. Creation, obviously, without taking into consideration that the most important is God. All right, but you know, historically, when you are an archaeologist, you will know that there is the Australopithecus, Pithecanthropus, and Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens are we, all right, people who think. But yes, he was a kind of alive in the old days. And religiously speaking, and especially with Orthodox Jews, very, very knowledgeable, by the way, and I have to admit that I have one son like that, very Orthodox, is black and white with the curly hair that gets to the floor, the beard and everything else. He said, yes, he was a kind of alive until God created the new world, which is the very beginning of the Bible. All right, so those people were, kind of aliens, astronauts. I mean, we don't know how to describe them, but the fact is that archaeologically speaking, we find them. We find the bones. If we go to the Israel Museum, you will be able to see it from Megiddo. So, 35,000 years ago, already knew the importance, the strategically importance of the site itself. All right? Then we're going to walk, still don't move. We're going to go to Silo, which is right here, still doesn't work. Can you see a circle? Okay? That's the Silo. All right? Where they used to have, obviously, grains. Still don't move. And now let me move to the last place. And this it will be the highlights of Megiddo. Okay? What happened is that the people here were fed up of being attacked. And they were attacked by surprise mostly. And what will be the first thing that you will do attacking the city? Think?
Food, water.
Water. You will cut off right away the sources of water. So people understood that, and people were afraid at a certain point that they will be cut off water. So what they decided to do in an amazing way, they will build up a shaft. Okay, the sources of the water are where I am standing more or less. Topographically, it used to be the lowest part of the Valley of Jezreel. So they understood from inside that if they build the following all right? A shaft from one side and the water coming from the other. The enemy won't know that the water is coming under their nose. The same thing that David learned hundreds of years later, and that's how he attacked the city of Jerusalem. The city of the Jebusites in Jerusalem was taking his way. Then he went inside the tunnel, came up there, hey, good morning, have a cup of coffee, and from then on, he's the capital of Israel. All right? Although it was a much smaller town. Okay? So now we'll start our